Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's technique video, we're going to be playing with embossing and doing a fun technique that I've seen recently popping back up again on YouTube. So I've already pre-embossed 6 different card fronts, but we're going to be using ink pads. I have some gel, and I also have some Simon Hurley what is this stuff called? Lunar paste. We don't actually wind up using the lunar paste, but I'm going to tell you why later. Okay. So I was going to go direct to paper with the Distress ink, but I decided to have a little bit more control. I wanted to use the blending tool. And then when I saw how it was going on, I was like, you know what? Let me just put it all over the entire front. It'll have a little bit of color. It'll be all around. Then I can like focus on just the butterflies. So they're a little bit darker. And then I could also go around the edge, just to give it a little bit of like a nice not distress, but like a inking of your edges type thing. So it looks like the paper was made to look that way. Okay. On this one is more of a honeycomb, and we're going to try and use Lisa Horton's gel. I got it right here. Yeah, gel paste. This is called honeycomb, and since it was honeycomb, I was like, well, this is perfect. And at first, I try to do it with my finger, and then I'm like, oh, I don't think it's going to do what I want it to do. So I decided to actually grab some pouncers, which I'm going to stop in a second here and grab them. There, I'm just looking to see which side was really the embossed side, because that was one folder where I really felt like you could use either side and it was fine. But now we're going to, yeah, I grabbed one of the small pouncers, little mini pouncers, and I'm just going to tap in the gel and then kind of pounce it on and spread it around. Now with this one, it's going to wind up looking more just a full coverage again on the base. But on the last few that we do, you'll see with the techniques, it does highlight the embossing, okay, which is one of the things that you're trying to do. I like the embossing on white. Sometimes you just want it to be plain and just be something that's in the background, not necessarily to stand out. But I liked how this one eventually looks because of how we finish it, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do with the technique, which is why I decided not to do the Simon Hurley paste, because I was like, I don't think this paste is working the way that I want it to. And then I just gave it a wipe down with a paper towel just to kind of clear off the excess. Okay, now this one I'm using Catherine Pooler ink pad. This one is called, I think I had it right here. Oh, it's the new one. It's sort of like a navy blue. It's not in front of me anymore. It is called, look at that blue. It's so pretty. It's called Glacier. Okay. And though some of the blue got on the background, like the lower parts of the embossing, I still liked how it came out. So that's why I love it. Now this one I'm using platinum, and I think this one, it shows up a little bit better here in person. It didn't look as silvery until I started doing the bottom with the ink pad. And I really like how that turned out. And then I just go around the edge using the ink pad, just like you would your distress tool, to give some of that platinum all around the edge. And I like how that turned out. And there was a little bit of blue on the bottom, but I was able to clear it up, because I'm going to tell you something. Catherine Pooler inks are very juicy, okay? And it's very easy to get ink all over the place with them. But that's one of the great things about them, is that with the juice, you're able to do the straight to paper technique, and you know, it not really, how do I explain it, you don't run out of, like, it doesn't lose its juiciness. Now this one, I want to say I used Champagne. Yes, this was one of the Champagne. These are her pigment inks, the Platinum, the Champagne, and then the last one we use is Rose Gold. And I think they're so pretty. And with this one, I just did sort of like a smokiness around the flower there, and then around the edge as well, just like how you would do to distress the ink. I realized there was blue on my glass mat from when I did the blue one, so that's why I brought the paper towel out, so I didn't get blue ink all over everything, because I didn't have a chance to clean up in between. And then the last one, like I said, I was gonna use that, but then I was like, nah, I don't think it's going to work well, and I didn't have another clear one, and I was just like, you know what, it's okay. I think what I'll do, because I was liking how the pigment inks from Catherine Pooler were working, so that's why I grabbed the Rose Gold to do this one. And if you don't have these, if there's any way that you can get them, I highly suggest them, because these inks are really good. And I do get the refills when it comes to pigment inks, because they're not as juicy as her other inks, the dye inks. But even in this video, it's standing out a lot better than I thought it was looking in person. I was like, But now looking at it on the screen, I'm like, no, it's looking good. And I liked how it had a little sweep of that rose gold up in the corner. So I'm going to emphasize that a little bit more by going around the edges. And then I'm also going to create that same kind of look down at the bottom, and then do a little bit more up top in the same spot. So they both areas have that same kind of feel. And then as you tilt those, you see that shine, and it's so nice. So on this one, before we end the technique video, I am going to hit it with a little bit of this Nuvo Mica Mist in the Pecan Peach. I think it's going to be a great addition for this particular color palette. I love the combo. So you can do splatters on these. You could add sequins and, you know, create sentiments, all that kind of stuff, and make a lot of beautiful cards. So tomorrow we'll do a video where we take these 6, turn them into cards, and finish them up with some splatter. So make sure you come and join me, and I will see you guys with our next video. And if you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, and have a great day.